Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to my very first salute video, or as I like to call it, Yearn to Remember. This will be a series where I'll be saluting on many different educational TV shows that I used to watch as a child. And they will mostly be about the ones from the 90s, 2000s, and early 2010s. Hence, some 2010s. But remember, stay tuned every Monday and Fridays, cause this is what I'm gonna be doing, could be posting every now and then. So, and let me know in the comments if you like them so far. So now let's get to it. Today's salute video I'm going to do is on the Magic School Bus, a 90s television show that was produced by Nelvana. It was very well acclaimed by just about everybody who grew up to love and know about it. It was based on a book series published by Scholastics, and it got adapted into a TV series, which premiered on PBS in 1994. So, let's talk about the show's premise. So, it starts out like this. Every day the classmates would be talking about a different category or topic. And then they get into like some disagreement and argument and a bit of a curiosity. And that's when their teacher, Miss Frizzle, comes in and announces that they will be going on a field trip inside the school bus. It takes them to a journey to their destination, and they head off to like different locations, learn about creatures, time periods, and science along the way. So next we're going to talk about is the characters. First off, it's Miss Frizzle, Miss Valerie Felicity Frizzle. She's an energetic, happy, funny, supportive, and much caring teacher. She doesn't seem to be worried about any kind of circumstance that they get into. She has many different catchphrases, such as seatbelts, everyone, or take chances, is make mistakes, and get messy. I'm not sure if I am switching it around a lot, but let me know if I got it right. Oh, and her most notable catchphrase is "Woohoo!" Yeah. So, and she has some like nostalgia connection feel to the bus. Next we have is Liz, the chameleon, who doesn't talk much, obviously because she's a chameleon, and she tries to be supportive around the students and wants more attention. She wants more attention around than the bus, as Miss Frizzle gets a little compliments on the bus more than she compliments on Liz. Even when it comes to for her doing her doing some help, being helpful and supportive towards Miss Frizzle. Next we have next we have Arnold Matthew Pure Stein. He's a student. He's a student who's afraid that things will go wrong, and that he he's usually afraid of going on a field that things will go wrong on a field trip, which makes him complain out loud, compliment, like he says this compliment. I knew I should have stayed home today. Yeah, but he tries to be afraid. Like, he defends off the T-Rex Rex in the episode The Busasaurus, as the classmates and the bus were in trouble by almost getting eaten by a T-Rex. Hex, he shows some braveness around them at times. Next we have is Carlos, who's like a joker around the classmates. He likes making jokes and puns in whatever kinds of situation he does. Next we have is Dorothy Ann, who's like a reader and a bookworm. She's like the brainchild. She's like the brainchild of this class. So yeah, she looks through her books and is going like, according to my research, something that she's researching at. So yeah, that's DA. Next we have is Keisha Franklin, who's an African American girl who is like skeptical around Ralphie. She and him even gets into arguments at times, even when it comes to him him believing in some misbelief things that he thinks are real. You know. Otherwise, she's much more of a okay student. Next we have is Phoebe Therese. She's sweet, gentle, kind, and a little bit shy. She gets stage fright, right? As that's her fear, her biggest fear. And she always refers to how things were back at her school, which she went back to, in the revival, of course, which I'll get to later on. Next we have is Ralphie. He's an athlete student, and he's wearing a baseball cap backwards and wears a green shirt that has a red R on it, which is kind of obvious because his name starts with R. He plays a lot of soccer, and as I mentioned before, he believes in some things that are not actually real. You know. Next we have is Tim, who is an African American student. He's artistic, and yeah, that's all I got to say for him. He can usually be found documenting on what the class are doing, or is probably drawing and filming. So he's like into some kind of into filming and arts. So yeah, he's good-hearted and very much calm, much like Phobia's. Next we have is Wanda, who is a tough Chinese American girl. She's tomboyish and is ready for any kind of adventure, and she's also, she's also like supposed to be a tough. She also says she has like super strength, and yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, she's the tough. She's like willing to go off on any kind of excitement. Last but not least, we have is the bus, who can shapeshift, shrink, and expand itself. It can transform into any kinds of item or robotic animal. And it can also turn back to its normal self. And it's usually controlled by Miss Frizzle or sometimes Liz, or possibly maybe another different student. Yeah, if Miss Frizzle is not with them. Yeah. So this show has ran from September 10th, 1994 through December 6th, 1997. It's available on DVD and also available on Netflix. All 4 seasons are there. And it's expanded into many different video games, even one in 2011 for the Nintendo DS. It even got a revival called The Magic School Bus Rides Again, which features a new teacher named Fiona Felicity Frizzle, who replaces Valerie Frizzle as the new teacher. And then there's a new student called Joyoti, who replaces Phoebe in the new show. I know not many of you guys don't like this show, because of the characters' design and all that. I respect your opinion on it. Yeah. So, this show has run from September 29th through 2017 through April 13, 2018, with 2 movies. At the end of every episode of the Magic School Bus, there'll be like a producer says segment where he or she answers the kid's question through phone about the topic. And in the new one, it's actually answered by Miss Valerie Frizzle, who is now Professor Frizzle. And she answers the kid's question too. They also have a theme song called Ride on the Magic School Bus, which was performed by Little Richard in the original 1994 series. In the 2017 series, it was performed by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And both of those versions, in my opinion, are very catchy, and I actually really like both of them. Well, this has been my Yearn to Remember video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys have kids, and if they haven't seen a Magic School Bus, make sure you do, because this is a really good program, and I'm sure you guys are an absolute fan of them. Some of you are. If for those of you who haven't seen it, go watch it and let your kids watch it as well. It's very good. Well, I hope you all make sure to stay tuned every Monday and Friday, and I'll see you till then. Have a wonderful day. Hey, this is ChiefTONE-TONE 59, signing off.